In this tutorial, I'll teach you guys how you can use Antigravity and create stylish looking Elementor layout on your WordPress website, analyze SEO of your WordPress website, and you can do a lot of stuff using Antigravity directly in your WordPress website. And I'll give you a step-by-step instructions on how to connect your WordPress website with Antigravity, so you don't have to copy and paste manually from Antigravity to WordPress. It's just gonna directly connect it with your WordPress website, and you can do a lot of stuff. One of the possible case scenario is creating stylish looking nice Elementor layout on your WordPress website. So if you want to learn, make sure to watch the complete video. Without further ado, let's get started. So guys, that's a test stall which I have created, and this is where I will install the plugin. So we will need WordPress MCP Adapter, and this is the GitHub link for that. I'll add the link in the YouTube video description. And the second which we will need is the WordPress Ability plugin, which is WSP WordPress MCP. I'll also add the link of this in the description. And make sure you have Antigravity IDE open. So when you install the latest version of Antigravity, you will have two things. One is Antigravity IDE and one is Antigravity Agent. So when you open Antigravity Agent, you will have this option of Open IDE. And once you open IDE, you will have an interface like this. Now, you should have this agent showing up. If you don't have your agent showing up, make sure to click on this icon to open up the sidebar, right? And once you open up the agent, make sure to click on these three small dots. And here you will have this MCP servers mentioned. Click on that. And now click on Manage MCP Servers. Once you click on Manage MCP Servers, click on View Raw Config. Once you click on that, this is where we will need to add in our WordPress MCP server, meaning this is where we will add the configuration to connect to our WordPress website. Now let's generate the content for this config file. And from here, I'm gonna go to plugins and then click on Add Plugin. And first, we will add this plugin, the MCP Adapter one. So make sure to download the latest release. Here we have the latest release from April 16. Maybe when you're viewing this GitHub repository, it could be different. So make sure to download the updated version. Now I'm gonna scroll down to version 5.0.0. And when you scroll down, you will have these assets showing up. Now click on MCP adapter.zip. And here you can see that we have this downloaded here. I'm gonna do the similar thing with this GitHub repository, where under releases, check out the latest releases, right? And make sure to download this latest release asset files. So under version 1.2.0, which is the latest release, it will be updated. So make sure to download the updated version and download this zip file from the latest release. Once you download this zip file, now we will upload these two plugins on our WordPress website. Now go back to Add Plugins, click on Upload Plugin, and now I'm gonna upload one by one these plugins. Okay, click on Activate Plugin. I'm gonna do the same for the second one. Perfect. We have both of our plugins activated. Now, once you activate these plugins, click on this MCP, which will show up after you activate these plugins, and then click on config files. And from here, you can see that we have this Antigravity showing up. Click on Antigravity, and this is the config, which we will copy and add it to our Antigravity IDE. So click on Copy to Clipboard. And now let's go back to Antigravity IDE and paste the config file. Now here, we will need to replace this password here and replace it with the API password, which we will generate from the WordPress, right? So go back to WordPress. And from here, I'm gonna go to users and then click on all users. And then click on this user here, which is the administrator. Scroll down. And from here, we will add the new application password, right? I'm going to name it test1. and then click on add application password. Now make sure to not to share this application password with anyone due to the security reason, because if someone has that, they might be able to do anything with your WordPress install. So make sure to keep it secure and do not share it with anyone. Now I'm going to click on add application password, and then my application password will appear. You can see that I have this new application password, which I need to add in the config file, which I added in Antigravity. So click on copy, go back to the Antigravity IDE, and here I'm going to replace this password with the one which I copied from, and then save this file, right? So I'm gonna save this file. Now, once you save the file, and once you click on manage MCP server again, click on refresh, and here you can see that our WordPress MCP is connected. Now, in order to check what are the abilities of this MCP server or this connection, we will go back to our WordPress, and from here, if you go to MCP and then click on settings, these are the abilities which this plugin have, which this plugin is giving you to your Antigravity IDE. Now it can read the post, create post, update post. Similarly with the pages, this is for the taxonomy, this is for the comments, media, users, and site. Also, it can do that with the Elementor as well. So currently abilities of Elementor is not showing up because I have not installed the Elementor plugin. Now if I go to plugins and then click on add plugin and install the Elementor plugin, install now, click on activate. And now if I go to MCP and then click on settings and scroll down, you can see that we have this Elementor abilities showing up where we can create Elementor pages. So imagine you just give your PDF to Antigravity IDE and it's going to create a stylish looking Elementor layout for you. Then you can edit with Elementor to make it more refined. So that's how powerful it is, and you can connect it with Claude. I've already created a separate video for that. I'm gonna add the link in the description, and I've also created a video for Codex, which is an AI agent from OpenAI, and I'm going to create some more videos related to Cursor and other IDEs. So make sure to subscribe the channel and let me know in the comments below if you want me to create a video for OpenAI agents, meaning the AI agents which are available with open models, which are not expensive as Codex or Claude, because Claude is $20 paid tool, and similarly others are also paid, but there are free AI agents also available through which you can basically chat with the agent and then create stylish looking Elementor layouts. You can read your post, you can clean up spam comments, you can improve the SEO, you can do basically a lot of stuff, and there are hundreds of use cases which you can use with this technology. So I'm gonna keep creating this video. Again, make sure to subscribe the channel, and now let's test our Antigravity IDE 2.0 integration with the WordPress. So I'm gonna open up my agent and ask it to please create an Elementor page for a website design agency, and make sure to select this Gemini 3.1 Pro high or low model, because with the Flash models I haven't had good experience. So whenever I select the Gemini Flash model, it does not give me really good output. But I'm gonna test it with Gemini 3.1 Pro low because I'm on a free tier of Antigravity. So let's see what we get. I'm simply giving it a very basic prompt. Again, you can click on this add context, you can add media, you can add whatever context you want to give, and create very nice looking layout using Antigravity, right? So let's create a new page in Elementor and see what we get in our WordPress install. And before that, I'm gonna make sure that I have all of the abilities enabled. I'm gonna click on save settings, and then let's hit enter to see what are the results from Antigravity. Okay guys, you can see that we got this response. It worked for 3 minutes and I had to switch the model to 3.1 high because the result from the low was very low. The quality was not good. So I switched to high and gave it another prompt, and it then worked for 3 minutes and gave me a basic layout. So if I go to pages, and this is the layout which it created. Now if I open it up in a new tab, you can see that's what we have. So we can place here our logo, and this is the heading. This is for this is the image placeholder which our agent is saying that it added. Now if you see here, you can see that it says I have incorporated responsive placeholder images from Unsplash. So that what we get from this, it's a basic layout, but you can basically give it your PDF and it can also create complex layout. Currently it just supports Elementor free widgets, but me and my team will also be adding Elementor Pro widgets and a lot of paid Elementor widgets on this plugin as well, this WSP WordPress MCP. So make sure to check the release and keep checking the progress of this plugin in the GitHub. That's it for this video, guys. Until next video, have a great day.